Hello, hello. This is part 2 of my color along out of Gnome Sweet Gnome by Teresa Goodrich. We are doing this for the hashtag Finish Gnome Sweet Gnome with Ashley. So there is a part 1 up that includes this part. For this video, I think I'm going to start down here with my little gnomes, and then I pulled my snow colors too so we can get some snow in. So to start with, I'm going to do this little gnome. I'm going to do her hat blue. And I'm going to kind of get some blue in here, and I think I'll do this one red, and that'll kind of tell me what I want to do with my tree and presents. So to start with, I'm pulling Indenthrone blue, which is a nice dark blue. And I'm going to add a little under the star so it looks like it's sitting on the hat. And then darken the corners. Turn this just a little so I can kind of I'm going to go down the side. Now I am using a different shade of blues on her hat than I will in the snow. And for the hat, I am also going to go over the snowflake pattern in either white paint with a Q-tip or a toothpick, or a gel pen or a chalk marker, something like that, and put the snowflakes and snowballs back in. So for mine, because I know that's what I'm doing, I am coloring over the snowballs and the snowflakes, depending on what you're using and how you want to do yours. That may not be what you want to do. This Indenthrone blue and this true blue, this one's permanent blue, that I'm going to use on her hat will kind of turn the white gel pen and paint the shade of blue. So keep that in mind as well. Now I am doing white on the snowflakes and the snowballs, because that way when I have the white left on my snow up here, it will kind of balance out. I'll have some white in this area as well. So it's just kind of how I'm planning on balancing my page out a little bit. I get a lot of questions on how I choose colors and things like that, so I've really been trying to talk about it and kind of explain my thinking as I go. So notice I am still leaving white in the middle, just kind of creating a highlight, building in a little bit as I go, kind of deciding how big I want that highlight to be, where I want it to be the brightest, all that good stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to pull, mine is tiny, so I don't have a number, but it is, I'm pretty sure, let's see, it's one dark blue, one powder blue. Pretty sure mine is cloud blue. Sky blue light or powder blue would work as well. I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to blend it in more. It's just helping me create that highlight. So you could also use white for this if you wanted to, but as I plan on pulling this color into my snow, again, this will just kind of help balance everything out a little bit here. Okay, and then, now that we have all those in, just gonna kind of come back with my dark, blend out any harsh lines, anywhere that lost a little bit of its darkness. And you may have to do this a couple times depending on how you color and how heavy-handed you are. So let me finish this up real quick. Okay, so when I got all my layers in and everything blended out, that's what my blue hat looks like. Again, I will go back and put the snowflakes on. Because I am doing them in white, I'm going to wait. I am a lefty, And I'm going to drag my hand across this red and this green, and I'm going to go up here in color, and if I do that and get the green on the white gel pen or the red, then I'm not going to have the pretty bright white that I'm going for. So I'm going to leave that till last, but I'm going to come over here and do his little red hat. So I'm going to start with Poppy Red. I need to see if I have a little bit better, darker red available. 1 second. And of course they're all small. Okay, Poppy Red. And if you are doing the exact same combination as your truck, which I am not, just be careful that you don't like do too much red in one spot and it looks like the top and the truck are the same thing. And then we should be getting real Christmassy feeling now. We got our reds in, we got our greens in, we got some blue in. So I'm not filling in, I'm not getting rid of the white, I am just making sure I get that red where I want it. Now I am going to do shiny gold on the trim of his hat, because I feel like gold is a nice Christmas color, but you could do yellow, orange, whatever. Now I am aware there are berries there, they will be darker, so they will not get lost in my hat. So plan for that as you do yours as well. And this is an old Prismacolor, so the numbers aren't on the end. Pull one out of this. This is my colors for my Rubik's Cube page. Okay, this is Scarlet Red. Scarlet Red is like a nice, rich barn red. I think that is one of my biggest struggles with venturing out on brands of pencils, is their reds are not true reds, and I struggle with the pigment. As much as I might like the pencils, if I don't get the same deep rich pigment like I get with Prismacolors, then I feel like I don't go back to them, because I find myself reaching for my Prismacolors to compensate. So, but my New Year's resolution for coloring is to venture out on the brands of pencils. So, alright, so Scarlet Red, and then you can take a Tuscan Red, a Pomegranate. This is going to be, if I could flip this other pencil over, Crimson Red. These are the old Prismacolors, back when they were like way back. So they don't have numbers on the end. And I'm actually going to go one darker, and sorry for the crinkling. My little is sleeping on the couch. I'm going to add some pomegranate in here just because I need a little bit deeper. Get some nice contrast going here with the poppy. Okay, so I'm working around those tree branches. Now I'm using a paint pen, so I'm not worried about getting it on the white line, but you're going to want to be a little more careful depending on what you're coloring in your little design on the hat there with. Okay, so now I'm just kind of filling in the white blending in some things here. And you can see where I got a couple harsh spots. We'll just come back in with that scarlet red. Sorry for the wiggle. Turn in a little bit so I can get in here and get everything blended out nice and neat. Got a little on his beard, but that's okay because I'm going to white out parts of his beard too. Okay. So these are, I know I'm sure a bunch of you have seen these a million times, but these are the Deco Color Premium Paint Pens. These are oil-based opaque metallic paint markers, if I could talk. These are my favorite metallic paint markers ever because they are so shiny. Now these are oil-based, so I do encourage you to use a blotter paper underneath. I have never had them leave oil stains after they're dry or anything, but better safe than sorry. If I can get my lid off. Okay. And I'm going to test it on this paper. Okay. These also have a stronger smell, so if you are not into the smelly products, this may not be for you. I'm excited to dive into some like Christmas tree coloring and things and actually get this gold on there for some tinsel and things like that. Very, very excited for that. I have not actually got to color yet this month other than this page, so I am itching. I'm getting the Christmas itch here. We had Festival of Trees, then we had our community Christmas tree lighting. My boy's first wrestling meet is this weekend, so hopefully I'll be able to sneak some coloring supplies on that trip. But then I went out of town for a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so just been a little bit everywhere. If you wanted to do something cute, you could do your snowflakes and stuff over here in silver. If I had a thinner silver like this, I totally would. But my silvers are pretty thick. Now keeping this out, because again, anything I use on this page, I'm going to want to use more than once just to keep from anything standing out. So a couple of these bulbs up here with lines and maybe this star, I'm going to add a touch of gold too. Okay, sorry for the wiggle. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tackle some snow on this page. I think I got this combo from Pamela's Passion for Pencils. It's been a long time, and sometimes I tweak them and adjust them, especially as like over the years I use them and get them memorized. I tend to change them up or add and adjust, so this may not be her exact combo, but if you ever just Google coloring snow, there are hundreds, thousands of options out there of combinations, pencils, techniques, the whole thing. I'm only mentioning that because the last time I posted my how I color snow tutorial, I got a few comments about how I used the wrong colors. So everybody is different. It's kind of a choose your flavor kind of thing. So my darkest color is going to be slate gray. I'm going to start down here at the bottom, I think, and hopefully and just kind of work my way up. So slate gray. Now goodness, I can't talk tonight. Snow is very light and delicate, so I'm not going to come in harsh with this color, but I am going to go behind her black lines. The fun thing about snow is darker snow is at the bottom because it's old and it's frozen. Lighter, fresh snow is going to be whitest at the top. So I'm going to put just a little shadow at the bottom of the page, and that's just to give the illusion that this snow has been here a little while. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I got that put in everywhere. I'm going to add a couple little notches in my snow. You can watch and see what I do with those before you add them, just in case you don't like them. But I'm just adding a little bit of texture to my snow. Okay, my next color is going to be blue slate. And again, I'm just lightly going over anywhere I put that gray. So I am not blending, I am not trying to get any white, not trying to mush my colors together yet, just getting them down. Getting everything kind of looking how I want here. Now, for the purpose of this Merry Christmas right here, I am kind of building my shadow dark around the snow and the tires and lighter towards the middle, just to bring a little bit of attention to that there. Merry Christmas. That may not be extremely accurate as far as shadowing and things go, but that's how I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, then I'm going to take 10% warm gray. If you want a more deeper frozen feeling snow, you can do different blues, darker grays, periwinkles, purples. It's totally versatile. You don't have to use the gray. I'm going to use the gray because up here on this house I'm going to use a little bit of gray, and in his beard, so that will kind of bring my grays together. Again, balancing the colors on my page. Now this other snow colors will be brought into the houses and things, so this down here will balance with that up there when I get done. The dirtier the snow you want, the more colors you kind of want to add there. Okay, powder blue. And this is just very light, not going anywhere with this a whole lot, mainly blending colors together with it. Again, creating that highlight around the Merry Christmas there. Okay. Now for the fun part, we're going to bring our white pencil in. I'm going to wipe it on a piece of paper to make sure that it is actually white and not too blue from my hat. Okay, and I'm going to start at my whitest point. So like right here, I'm going to start at the top of this hill, and I'm going to blend downwards. Start at the top of this hill. Small circular motions. And it will kind of create it for you here. As you can see, as we go over it, it might pull some colors around. And you can go back in and darken and all that as after you get it. And my suggestion would be to put it all down and blend it out first, and then go back and adjust. So start up here, circular motions. Start up here, circular motions. Now the reason I added my little lines, as you can see here, is it kind of adds just a little bit more shadows, a little more look to the snow. I'm going to sharpen, pardon the noise, I don't have my hand sharpening. Again, start at the top, blend downwards, start at the top, maybe if I can blend down. Now this is a personal choice here. Give me 1 second to finish blending this up real quick. Don't get your green and smear it into your snow. You will not like the look of that. Making sure we got all that blended. I take a white gel pen. Let me find mine 1 second. Okay, whatever your favorite white gel pen is. This is an off-brand gel pen that's a 0.8 millimeter. I wish my name hadn't rubbed off them because I threw the box away, but they're like a Brunswick or Brush Air or something like that. I'll post the link down below. But I like these 0.8 ones because they don't clog as easy, which is fantastic. But I'm going to black out my lines because snow doesn't have black lines. And with any luck, your white gel pen will be whiter than your white pencil, so the tops of these little snow hills will really stand out a little more. So I'm just going over all the black lines. Now I should probably put my grass in first so I don't rub this gel pen off flicking my grass in, because I am going to do the flick motion for the grass, but that's okay. That's okay. We got this. So I am recording this Thursday night because I'm a little bit behind. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm going to try to get some more things out. We'll see how it goes. I think I am gone about every weekend now for wrestling until the end of February. And I did get my heart scheduled, my heart surgery in Salt Lake, scheduled for January. So we will see kind of how things play out. I will try to get some things pre-recorded and scheduled so I'm not like completely gone, but we shall see. Okay, there's our snow. So now we're going to come up, same idea, same colors on the houses up here. Let that dry real quick so I don't smear it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just kind of put where I want my shadows on the rest of this page. So I have snow right here on the back of my truck on the taillights. Let me move up a little. So I'm going to put my new snow up here, my darker snow down here. If you got red on this or you pull it in when you're blending, snow reflects anyway, so it's just going to look like the color of the truck is reflecting off your snow a little bit. Not going to be a huge deal. You can still erase out as much as you can, just for, I'm just adding a little riff there. Not required. Again, just giving my snow a little character. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing, and this is pretty dark up here. The tree is blocking it, the little bulb is blocking it. So I'm going to put a little thicker right there. Now we have a line there where it looks like fresh snow is coming over, so I'm not going to go over that black line there at all. But again, I'm going to shadow a little around this tree and under this bulb. Okay, let's play with those a little bit. So then I'm going to do that blue slate. And if you want to put your gray down first, or you don't like the way those come out, change up your colors. Have you work sometimes too. Sometimes I put my gray down after that gray and then do this one. But I blend them all together fairly well anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. Again, I'm just going to add a little couple of rifts there. Okay. Then I'm going to take that 10%. I'm going to go over the top of all of my snow so far and up a little. Over those. Okay, powder blue. And again, this is pretty, I'm not really going too much higher. This is just kind of going back, blending all my other colors together for me. So my white doesn't have so much to do. I pulled a little red in there, so I'm just kind of blending it out. And then we come in with that white. Starting at my widest point, and I got red on there too. Working down to my darkest. Now if you get red, make sure you get it off. If you pull a little in, it's not a big deal, but you don't want to keep smearing giant red all over it. And a lot of it, again, you can hide with a gel pen, so. So I will probably finish my snow up off camera, so I don't have to do another video on snow, but I will quickly kind of show you where I plan on doing my darker snow. So right where this line is, all of this, I'm going to do dark. Now this is also kind of up for debate whether you want to make just this section here and here a road, or if you want to make it snowy, or I haven't really decided yet. So I am not going to mess with my middle section a whole lot till I decide if I want to make that road. She kind of already has the little highlights in there for us where we want to darken, which works great. I'm going to do a little around this tree just because there's a hill there and I want that hill to show. So again, just kind of add in a little of my own. Okay, I'm going to do around these trees just a little. Now where we have these trees, I'm going to bring it down a little, 1 second. Okay, so where we have these trees, I'm going to do the bottoms of all the little snow patches on it gray, and then work my way up to white, just like I did on these, which now that you're closer, you can see where I need to blend more, but sticking on task here. And I am going to bring that just a dot up one side of the tree, and that's just to give it a kind of like curved look, and it'll kind of show up more when I get the rest of the colors in. But now on my rooftops here, same thing. Anything that's real low where the snow is going to be, we're going to outline with this gray. So I'm going to do this line even going right here. I'm going to do right here. I'm going to shadow outline that house just a little. Then I'm just going to put a couple dark spots in where it looks like some of the snow sat a little longer. And I'm not going dark, but I am going back over it again just because I really want that to show. And then I will do the same color all the way up. So we will quickly show you how one house is going to look. Now this is a little smaller, so if you don't feel like you can get all the colors in, you don't have to. I would do this color and then like the white next. I am going to add a gray just because I feel like the gray is what gives it that nice shadow feel. So this is my 10% warm. And then you could blend that out with white like that and it would look just great. And then that white. And again, I will go like the icicles in this line right here, I'm going to white out with a white gel pen, so that black line won't really be there. I will do all the snow on my roofs like that. I'm zoomed in, so it's hard for me to tell where I am. I need to make sure you can see. Okay. So I got that gray down. And again, I kind of want to make sure that gray is on there good. Just a little touch of that gray. And then on those ones, I might not get a whole lot of white in, but we're going to blend all that together. And then white. And again, our white gel pen will really bring all of that together. Feel like you're missing anything, you can always go back and add it. But that gray is really what's going to give you that shadow look. So if you're looking for some really deep frozen looking snow, make sure we get that gray on the bottom. Okay, so let me pull back up. All right, so there we are so far. Our page is looking very festive. It's starting to look a little wintry now that we got some snow put in down here. Getting this snow put in the rest of these places here will really kind of bring that together. So again, I'm going to finish up these snow banks. And if I do the road in snow, I will wait and show you how I do that. Not fully decided. And I will finish up the snow on my roofs. And then that should be that. And then the next time we come back, we can finish up some houses and some presents in a tree. I'm not sure if this will be 3 or 4 parts, just because I always color a little slower on camera than I plan to. When I'm coloring, it's just me. I can get things done real quick. Then when I do it on camera, I'm like, how have I already been doing this for 20 minutes? So this is that gray again. Sorry about the crinkling. I am doing this section here where she has the lines going upward. I'm keeping my colors kind of blending in that direction, just so that it looks kind of like the dirt splashed up the hill when somebody drove by. I might even come back to the sections around the road here and add a little more brown if I do this road in brown, so it looks like the dirt splashed up. But because I haven't decided what I'm fully doing with that just yet, I'm not going to add anything. These are all fairly light colors, so it would be easy to add some brown to if we need to. So that is going to be my part 2 for now. Questions, comments, requests, anything like that, feel free to reach out. If you care to share, again, you can use the hashtag #FinishGnomeSweetGnome with Ashley. Tag me on Facebook or Instagram. Send it to Messenger. If you email me, please let me know because they usually go to spam and I don't see them if I don't have you in my contact list. But yeah, I enjoy seeing everyone's pages. We did great in November, so I hope to see just as many for December joining in. So just touching up this. Thanks for watching. Bye.